Hello guys, so welcome to our evening show. My name is CHUKS and you're on GFL TV, the home of football. So if tonight that the first time when you see our program, for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news update as they drop all over the world. When I know that the show is coming very late, I went somewhere and I just came back. All right, when I know Vex. So let's proceed into the news of the night. Now, Declan Rice and Rio Ferdinand, they dey do show for TNT Sports, so they come dey ask am about players for Arsenal wey him really like. So Babako dey talk say when you have the likes of William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes, say e dey really help players, defensive-minded players. Say before you even enter Arsenal, say you don dey hear about William Saliba, but I know say when you dey hear something and when you can't deal with that person, there's a difference. So when you come like the way the guy they read the game, the way he plays, the fantastic player. I said the one way even they surprise him, that be Gabriel Magalhaes. See Gabriel Magalhaes, that one. People don't really talk about the guy, but ever since he enter Arsenal, the guy is very aggressive. At least in they talk from your own personal experience, training with Gabriel Magalhaes. So Gabriel Magalhaes is very aggressive. He never loses a duel. You get so, and say the way our defensive setup be, Gabriel Magalhaes and William Saliba just be like hot and cold. Gabriel Magalhaes is the hot one, Saliba is the cold one, so they can complement each other very well. Because they did good to get two hot-headed center backs. They make sense, or two cold center backs. You need the perfect mixture. So that's why the combination of two of them when they work for Arsenal, it is not a secret. Say Arsenal have the best defense in the league, and you have to give Magalhaes and Saliba their flowers. And the thing will be say, if I think I would be very happy. Now the fact say these two guys are very young, they can still play for Arsenal in the next 10 years. Two of them, they can still maintain their partnership, and they never reach that. How old is Saliba? How old is Gabriel? I think the Gabriel should be like maybe 26. Saliba is the younger one, so Saliba will be like maybe 22, 23. So the next 10 years, Magalhaes will be like maybe 36 because defenders are like fine wine as they grow older. Again, they'll be like a striker. You go because a striker only 36, like go say maybe go retire. A defender can play till 35, 36, and go still they back. So that's another thing. Let's start next 10 years, Saliba will be like maybe 32, 33. So you will see they play. How old is Thiago Silva? Again, you will see they play very well. So that one another thing they give me joy. So moving on, so Edu Gaspar also can do one press, like an interview session, where they ask him about signing a new striker for Arsenal. So Edu Gaspar can just say he understand where the fans are coming from because they tell him say Arsenal fans they clamor for the team to sign a new striker. He said yes, so you understand where they come from, but the way we in the see him is quite different from the way people they see the situation because they say we already have our ideas and our targets since we will do at the end of the season. I think what they say, he's not really worried. And the reason he's not really worried about our striker situation is because if they say we know they create chances, or maybe we know they score goals, and that argument for fly, like say we go dey desperate to get a new striker. But when you look at the statistics don't lie. When you check goal scored, Arsenal are up there with Liverpool. If we never even pass Liverpool by one, maybe Liverpool will pass us by one. Like the difference is not significant enough. But when you check goal difference, now there you go see we don't score plenty. It's the gap man City with like 5-6 goals when it comes to goal difference. That and at the same thing, I make me in the beginning of the season when they talk say share Arsenal need striker. I boldly beat my chest and say no, we don't need striker because last season Man City outscored us with just 5 goals. So that one can be like say we know this striker like who can still consolidate with Gabriel Jesus and Edin Keita. But now when this season can start, I can't remember when I thought that they talked this season is going to be arguably the toughest season in the history of the EPL. And I can't say we create chances, but we're struggling to bury those chances. So we know they that clinical. That was why we want to clamor for the likes of Ivan Toney and Osimhen. If to say Gabriel Jesus they bury most of his chances, or in the day very much around to play with us to bury our chances. I don't think many people will talk say one striker, or if they say as we bring Kai Havertz and maybe Kai Havertz when they like bury most of the chances we can create for him. I don't think anybody will be clamoring and say we need striker because the ones we have are not doing the job. Edin Keita, You know, they really turn up when we really need them most. So that is why till tomorrow we'll see the talk. So we need a striker, though, to give us an alternate way of attacking teams. Because if you think say this isn't that tough, based on the low blocks where teams they set up against us, wait, make you see what you go happen next season. Next season will be worse. Next season, if you go see that 3 players, they're going to donate to our own wingers so that they mark them. So next season is going to be like, because we go to the finish now. If we go win the league, and maybe we'll go finish second again, people are going to be preparing against us next season with super low blocks, like Mark 1. So we need a striker. So me, I'm not going to be surprised if we sign striker at the end of the season. It's something I expect. Gaspar said it, they have their targets where then they look. So at the end of the season, we'll just get a little bit of patience. At the end of the season, we'll see what they will bring to the Arsenal team. Now, away from that, so Alan Shearer got to talk about the match we'll play against Newcastle, his own team. So he can say he don't watch Bukayo Saka for that match. Say Saka gave the Newcastle backline so much problems. In short, say it is hard not to like a player like Bukayo Saka because the way he plays, and once we make Saka the stand out for other wingers, and in fact say Saka don't train how to use in weaker foot. Because if you watch now, the guy don't train very, very well on how to use that in right foot to get. If you watch one part of that game, him say in dribble different defenders for the boxing team. Try, mark out, boom, we don't keep a point and I've been a buy. I don't know if it's remember. So he could talk so many good things about Bukayo Saka. Even they talk say Newcastle they lucky say it's like 6 or 7 the way they take play. I mean, are they happy for your honest assessment of the game? Now, ESPN's Craig Burley come second do your own assessments of the way we Arsenal on they play for this 2024. So in kind of the opinion, say the sole reason why Arsenal are playing fantastically well in 2024 is because of the introduction of Jacob Kiwior. He said Kiwior's recent run at Arsenal is key to their change of fortunes, because now the major difference is that when you look at Arsenal's backline, Kiwior, Gabriel Magalhaes, Saliba, White, they need to do any inverted fullback, enter the midfield, all those things where Arteta you do with Zinchenko. No. So they get a back 4 players, or people say they love to defend. Now, what they explain? Arsenal have a back 4 of guys who say defending is their primary role, not a secondary role. You get. So that's the major difference. You see that's Zinchenko way you see. That guy don't be follow come. That guy na conversion. His primary instinct is to attack. Because the guy they play attacking role before they convert him. If you go back to Ukraine, now attacking. Now you are looking at the Jacob Kiwior, whose primary role is a center back. Then secondary is fullback. Even the fullback is doing it efficiently. Look at Saliba, look at Magalhaes. Their primary role is center back. Look at Ben White, as play fullback for us. His primary role is center back. And as a center back, you must enjoy the act of defending. That is why you see, say that's left back that looks that once upon a time looks like a weak link. It's no longer a weak. Teams don't play long against us for that left back. If no one is in jail, they will the targets that they play long because it's not the tallest of fullbacks. But now, oh yeah, make them try them again. You know they really work. So that is why Craig Burley say he'd already observed within Arteta. They do say this time around Arteta know they do all those inverted kidney, all those things. So no, say the way Arteta is set up. And if you watch, Ødegaard is playing deeper role now. Ødegaard will come back to the defensive midfield, collect the ball, can they orchestrate things. You know, say some people don't really watch the details of things where Arsenal they do under this Arteta. So because they observe all the little changes. If you observe, Ødegaard they drop deeper, come collect ball to go front. Even about the post-match press conference where Ødegaard do with Rio Ferdinand and Martin Keown, and I think it was Katie Ablo. So they do that. Ødegaard explains, say yes, the way we set up against teams is very, very different, which is why most teams cannot really say, okay, this is how we are less predictable now. Teams cannot say, okay, this is how Arsenal will set up. Let me approach them that way. No. Sometimes Ødegaard will play a deeper role. Sometimes Declan Rice will play a deeper role. Sometimes Jorginho will play a deeper role. Look at the match we played yesterday. The person who played a deeper role now, Jorginho. Rice was given the freedom to go front and assist Ødegaard. In some games, now Rice could play against Liverpool. Rice was playing the deeper role. Jorginho was playing 8. So I like how Arteta used this dynamic form of setting up his team so that nobody will say, okay, Arsenal are one-way traffic. Like you know how you will take match them and create volley. And you can also mention one other thing, say when you look at the way Arsenal set up, Arsenal front five. Because remember, we are playing 4-3-3 that we usually collapse to a 3-2-4-1 when we are attacking, get most times. So that our front five gets of the likes of Ødegaard, Havertz, Martinelli, Saka, and maybe Rice, where they go forward because Jorginho will stay with the back four. That back five will they forward. Those five with the front, they interchange. We'll see Rice go enter midfield. Ødegaard will go flank again. So that interchanging, they confuse defenders, so they do marking against our players. Nobody know. She make I follow Saka move. I make I don't follow. She make I stay. So all these little things are things really make our game very, very exciting to play. For me, I know some of my neighbors' car just a blast on. I know that they affect school, but just bear with me while they come off that thing. So now, as we're talking about Bukayo Saka, so after the match, there's something Saka did. Because they asked Saka, say, "Shame be world-class player." So Saka no enter that debate of should I be world-class or I not be world-class. Saka say no comment. Just Katie Abdo that was asking him. Saka say no comment. Say no one they drawn into that type of discussion again. I like how you just see it. Before I talk about this Kai Havertz, just be like say Arteta they do another course, like a masterclass training. They give these players to teach them the art of answering questions when they did for press conference or interview, because the way they answer questions, they don't give anything away. They are very, very emotionally intelligent. I just like the way if they listen to Ødegaard, they listen to Jorginho, listen to Kai Havertz, listen to Saka, like anytime when they're in front of the media, they know they talk anything controversial. Instead, they stay away from all those things. I know that they observe all right. So Forbes magazine, I know Forbes now, they do all this Babaolowo feature story. So they did a feature story on Kai Havertz. Like I read the entirety of the reports, even though the report costs about $39 to subscribe. I'm not surprised I even get access to even read them. So if you read the story, they were now doing a feature story on Kai Havertz on how the guy is making a difference for Arsenal in the title race. Make I just talk about summarize and the major key, you get the key points of this story is the fact that Forbes is saying Kai Havertz is a shapeshifter. He's one of a kind of player we say Arteta gets at his disposal. Somebody that can play left back, somebody that can play top 9, he can play left wing, he can play attacking midfield, either right or left attacking midfield, central attacking midfield, can play 10. If you want to play double 10, like he plays so much role for Arsenal. And when you see him without the, like, I wish there's a way I could share the link to the story for this video. Because I just read the way Forbes magazine actually wrote about Kai Havertz. You will be marveled. It was so much like I was just smiling all through while I was just reading the report. It just suits me, and that's what we want because the guy has really suffered enough from when he came to Arsenal, and now at least they do many things. He has scored like 7 goals, made 2 assists. It's still a decent return, even though he's not even a striker. I guess so. That's what we say. Are they happy with? Now moving on. So Eddie Howe, on for the press conference. So Babaka will talk about say he know how to stop Arsenal from scoring aerial goals. So when I went to watch that video, because I hate that still before that I watch out. So he say he know how to stop Arsenal. The first way come from my mind is say you know how to stop Arsenal. Why you don't tell your players how to stop her? So when I watch it in talk, he say he know how to stop her, but his players didn't do what he told them. So the only way to stop Arsenal from scoring from corners is to attack those corners aggressively. Like be aggressive towards Arsenal players. And I think that's actually the truth, because if you watch the match we play at the Estadio do Dragão against FC Porto, whenever we have a set piece, whenever we have a corner, the Porto players, they very, very aggressive. They push our players, let's in a fight. No, observe all those things when they do. So probably not everybody going to do that. Enter a corner, don't they? They're going to fight the Romagales, because I know that the Romagales with the obvious targets if Arsenal they play corner, even though other people say fit tall. And the sweet part we say, Kai Havertz store, Saliba store, Magalhaes store, Ben White store, Declan Rice store, Jacob Kivior store. Like, who you want, Mark? Who you want? Who? So that's just the thing. But all in all, special accolades to Nicolas Jova. That man is doing fantastically well for us now, doing the teachers for the set piece drilling of the Arsenal players. All right, so on to other stories. So Liverpool don't win the cup, the EFL Cup, and play against Chelsea. I watched the match. You get, so it's just unfortunate. Chelsea were wasteful on the night. So many chances that were created for Conor Gallagher on the platter of gold, and the guy wasted it. Like, it was a sad sort to watch. Like, just the unfortunate. Now they're supposed to, because you are talking about a Liverpool team that had no Salah. Salah was not even on the bench. Probably they save him for Man City because they don't want making go overstress himself. Because they just come from injury. I expected this Chelsea side to do better, but just the unfortunate. Now Liverpool later win part of the farewell what they want to do for your main club. It don't start out of the 4 competition when they don't win one, so it remain 3 months to go. They see the other cup, they see the Europa League, they see they lead the EPL table. So let's see what the future holds for everybody. All right, so Rio Ferdinand, on the other hand, got to talk say the way Arsenal is set up against teams. So Ødegaard is Arsenal's locksmith. Yes. Now this guy, now they unlock anything. So when things get congested, Ødegaard gets a clearer picture and executes. Say the fact that this guy became a captain for Norway and Arsenal at just 22 years gets not be fluke. There's something Arteta sees in Ødegaard, not just the footballing side of things. There are other things on and off the field where Arteta see. Ødegaard is not the most vocal of captains, but his leadership style. In fact, after the match, they ask Ødegaard also, one of the questions when they ask and say, what's in that traits where you get to make Arteta give you this captain armband? Because normally, not teams, players, they vote who go be their captain. But for Ødegaard case, there was no voting. I reported this story then. Now Arteta single-handedly say, now me go choose who go be the captain because all the voting are not the votings. Now the select people will say, hey, if they play, I say they get that banner for head. So this time around, now me want choose say this guy. I want make this guy be my captain because in here they calm, you get, and a captain of in country. And the island, why they don't give the island the captain band, they give Ødegaard. So for that reason, they could not give her the captain band. Then other people can take the vice captain position. So Ødegaard can they explain say, in they lead by example. You get, he agrees, say yes, he not be the most vocal, but in the lead by example, and he makes the players around him better. You get, so, and Rio Ferdinand also agreed that the guy they display, like the things when they see, you know, if you see him, he just now be the Kevin De Bruyne of Arsenal. You get, when things don't be like say, you don't Ødegaard a baller. When things don't be like say, you don't they congested, everywhere don't lock, everywhere don't tight, you don't unlock everything. So the guy at baller, just be very, very happy say, we collect this guy from Real Madrid. This guy did Real Madrid like 6 years. He played only 6 times. Just a more loan. Real Madrid, they don't unlock that gem. They don't see the potential. So at that time, I know what they see. Collect the guy, try him for the loan, still call him back again. Say, where everybody will say, get me this. At that I say, no, I know what's in that define. Give me this guy. So at that I collect the player. So Arsenal lovers, so far so good. The biggest news of the night is Declan Rice coming out to say when you have people like William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes, it really, really helps you when you are defending, when you are playing for a team like Arsenal. Say they make things easy and no be lie. So I just they happy, say the players, they are enjoying everything they are doing at Arsenal. All right, it's been a video not too long, so I think this is a fine place for us to call the show and end. So till I come your way tomorrow morning, as usual, like the amount. Thanks for tuning in and now good night.